Hi, Dreaming of Diamond team. Thank you, Joanna, for asking me to do this 12 days of Christmas business tips. My tip is to seek inspiration. Part of the awesome part about this job is that we don't have bosses, we don't have an office, we don't have to check in, we don't report at 8 a.m. or whatever. And that is one of the greatest things about this job. And then it's also one of the challenges because if you get, especially this time of year, if you get busy Christmas shopping and wrapping and cleaning your house and doing all of that, and you haven't put aside time for Plexus, that is not going to bode well for your business because, as we all know, if you're not feeling inspired and you're just not feeling it, that's going to show, and your business is not going to grow if you are not inspired. So, my tip is to set aside time to get inspired if you're not inspired, or to get inspired again if you're not, if you're kind of in a slump. So how do I get inspired? Lots of ways. I reach out to our amazing upline, reach out to the sponsor who signed you up, grab a cup of coffee, have a phone conversation, that kind of thing, and all the way up, our upline. Our upline is incredible. We have the most successful team in the company, and use those resources of those people and get to know them. They are your team, and they want to help you all the way up to Tiffany, who's Diamond, and really try to get to know them. And then I also get inspired by my downline. So many of you guys have incredible product testimony and what the products have done for you or your parents or your brothers, sisters, kids, friends. Just really amazing stories that I love to hear. And you also have such great ideas for how to grow your businesses. And I get a lot of inspiration from my downline. So that's another source of inspiration. And then also seeking inspiration from self-development. When I went to lunch with Stacy and Tara and Emily the other day, Emily's biggest tip was self-development with books, So I've got a few here that are some of my favorites that I've gone through is How to Win Friends and Influence People, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, Eric Worre's GoPro, and Eric Worre has some really awesome videos out there too. He actually has a whole video where he reads this book, and so I read it, but I've also listened to his, I think it's a podcast. If it's not a podcast, it's on his website somewhere, but he reads the whole thing, and I've also listened to it because I thought it was really good. Just folding laundry and stuff. And then network marketing for Facebook. We all use Facebook to help us. And then I also, so self-development books, and then I also would say seeking inspiration from sidelines, people who you know or know of who are on our greater team. Reach out to them and try to get to know them. That was one thing that Emily, I remember her saying that Jacqueline Stanley, who is under Emily, and she is also a Diamond, when Jacqueline first started, she reached out to a ton of people who she did not know, who were just kind of the Plexus celebrities, and personal messaged them and said, I just want you to know I really admire you, and why it was that she admired them. And she did that totally on her own. Emily didn't tell her to do that. Nobody told her to do that. Jacqueline just did that. And then when they went to convention, which was shortly after they started their businesses, all these Plexus celebrities were high-fiving Jacqueline and, all this stuff. And Emily was like, what in the world? How do you know all these people? And that was how she did it. She reached out to them just via personal message and said how much she admired them and wanted to get to know them. So that is another tip, is reach out to your sideline sisters and brothers and try to get to know them. Or if you're not in an area where there's a lot of Plexus people, reach out and try to find some people who are in your area who might be on a different team. And you might be able to get some inspiration from them, or to, I've got a visitor, to get some inspiration from them, or to get, I'm sorry, I've got a visitor, ideas, or host a party with them locally. So anyways, that is kind of my my 2 cents about making sure that you're seeking inspiration and still excited about this opportunity and the products, because truly this is the opportunity of a lifetime, and we can see people whose dreams have come true right in front of our eyes. So that's my tip. Have a great day. Bye.